Welcome, welcome, welcome! Round 6 of Swift Stage of Quarantine Cup 2020. Joined by... Oh, crashed! But I can still cast, but that's okay. Joined by Caution and Vanille
Hello,
here.
man.
We've got two teams fighting it out to be in the top 16, Caution.
Should be a cracker of a match.
Absolute cracker. Who do we have playing tonight or today?
We have Deeply Closeted versus Mix, so NA versus China. Going to be a home and away scenario, unless one team just obliterates the other one.
Is it Seed 16 versus Seed 28?
I think
Roughly
18, 28?
18 and
maybe?
28. Could.
Or maybe 17. I'm not quite sure, but it's roughly around there somewhere.
Yeah, it's about there somewhere. We're about to start live soon. We're just waiting for me to join the server again. But yeah, as I said before, both teams are trying to fight it out to make it into the top 16. This is the last round of Swiss, meaning we move into the double elimination stage after this match. Well, after this round rather. And so,
But yeah,
I'm
if
expecting
you want to get into double elim, you
good
pretty
fighting.
much need to be 4-2. And at the moment, both these teams are 3-2. So everything on the line in this match.
They need the win. I am still trying to load into this server without crap.
Hi, Potato.
Hi, Potato. Hi, Potato. Shout out to Discreet in the chat, forever dodging the 4v4s.
Oh, our boy Discreet.
Our boy Discreet.
Very
Yeah.
kind and
He's chilling in the chat.
handsome young man. Recently banned from Cedar.
Forever fighting with the moderators. I'm nearly done. I promise. I'm back. I'm back in. So we're just waiting for Fish, captain of Deeply Closeted, to ready up before we go
They're
live.
not waiting for
and
us, are they? Because he's
I'm not
moving
too
around,
sure.
isn't he?
He's moving around.
So they're just
I'm
waiting
just
on
gonna say-
Mix now. So do you want to do a quick roster rundown? Because it looks like they're going to hit downstairs.
I will do a. Let's just wait for the first. As I get my settings all sorted. We have a 2-2. Boomer, Spitter, Hunter, and Smoker. We're watching the survivor round of the home team. I believe they're playing on New York. Deeply Closeted. Nick and Lucy leading the front. That Smoker's already spawned up above. A bit of
Looking for a wall to land.
Oh no, that is damage! Someone clear that Hunter! He's also going to get stumbled in that spit. This is nearly a repeat of yesterday's match, Caution, where the American squad nearly copped an in-cap off the first hit.
Americans versus War
On their own home server.
On first hit. Looks a bit
On
rough.
their own home server.
I think that was kind of his teammates' faults. Like, he missed the skeet, but that clear was pretty bad. I think he took almost 40 or 50 damage before anyone was even shooting at the Hunter.
Not the most ideal of starts for Team NG.
It's a warm-up.
It's a
Next hit is
warm-up.
up. Charger, Hunter, Spitter, Jockey. So
We'll do a bit of a
decent
roster
hit.
rundown. You can give a rundown for the home team. Deeply Closeted.
Yeah, for Deeply Closeted, we've got our boy Monkey, or NG Tower of God. And we've got
They're actually all
Moscow.
out. Yes, Moscow, Fish,
Fish,
Putty,
Putty.
and Lucy. They are all out. They did not even take a second to bait that. They all hopped out of the elevator. If I had a spit charge, I would have just used it early, but maybe they're trying to get either a death charge or wait for a better opportunity to land this charger. I'll give a quick rundown. If possible, the Hunter spawned up at the back for Team Mix. I'm not even going to be able to. We've got Cloud, we've got Sleepy Fish.
The Spitter just goes in first.
As a Hunter, Jockey nearly get a 2-cap. Charger lands. I'm not too sure if... Was that 1 pound? Not too sure if that's how they wanted to execute that hit. Going back to the roster rundown of Team Mix, Team China. We've got Cloud, Sleepy Fish, and 2 other team members. Squiggles! Did we not call that guy Squiggles earlier?
Maybe we did.
Squiggles and the Dub. I want to call him Dub. As Deeply Closeted have already taken quite a bit of damage. Jockey, Smoker landing, but cleared quite quickly. But we're already looking at Lucy on to 14 HP.
Decent amount of damage across the board for the mix, the Chinese team here, all rocking pretty much one guy on about 180 ping, and then the rest are all above 200. So very decent creature for this tank, which should spawn up around the alarm car.
Near the alarmed car, yes. So they're gonna have another 3-cat boomer in the alleyway. They have to make sure they preserve as much health as they can because they don't want to be bleeding prior to the tank.
Reloading.
Respawned up top, just kind of waiting for the opportunity.
They
Up at the moment.
They just chilling.
Comes a Hunter, Hunter's coming in.
Oh, Hunter distracting, but falls down. Oh, Charger also dies in vain. That was actually a pretty good take. Or
Boomer set up at this alarm car.
not the most ideal hit from Team Mix. Are they aware of a boomer though?
Might have to be pre-spawns.
Nice boom.
Just gonna chill around the alarm car, try and get them to shoot it if possible.
Does mean he gives them a 2-2 though. Smoker's also positioned himself at the car. I think they should
another
go
hunter
for a
so there could
cheeky
be a
hit.
hunt spirit. NG
This boomer's also going to have another boom ready, so... Oh, he's actually changed positions.
Reloading.
Superior
he's
movement.
going
No, he
back.
hasn't. He's come back down again. Superior movement.
Reloading.
The Closeted just clearing out these common.
Oh, there's...
Tried to
Oh,
pop
well, I
it.
suppose that was an intentional car alarm trigger because they forces their side to go in if anything, and they don't have a car to deal with later.
Oh, Ellis, no.
No, no.
He tried to sit in that back room.
Who is
It
that?
actually has a
Putty.
box. It actually has a box back there that he could have jumped on top of, but didn't realize it. Took a lot of damage because of it.
Over this fence.
Taking a bit of damage from that free spit. But getting a little more damage than it should have. And the Smoker will position himself at the car. I don't know why, if the alarm's already gone off.
Charger's going.
Charger getting, nearly a double charge onto Nick and Coach. The tank
It's
is
quick enough. He
rolling
could
in.
get this hittable here, though.
Oh, that hit. Oh, there's invisible wall, never mind. It was looking promising. Never mind,
yeah.
that car slipped onto the roof and back and behind. So the tank's not actually wasting too much time trying to get all these cars in. I think it's happy with just a bin. It's got plenty of time though, still. First pass, now rolling onto second. We'll have a good amount of health actually rolling in. Where's that bin gone?
Or is he going to get baited by this car?
Easy. No, they know. Boomer
Boomer's
lands a
rocketing
nice
in.
single boom onto
Tank's
Lucy.
kind of messed up his hittable, not in the most ideal spot. Okay, that bin's in a decent spot at the moment.
Turn off the volume.
Tank kind of committing around to try and avoid
Already
as
taken
much.
about 2k.
Bin
Oh,
goes
what
in.
a bin onto Putty. Missile. Putty goes down by an early bin. The tank's still got about 3k health as a Smoker unable to land. The
Oh, he's
Hunter
gonna
does
get
land
another one here.
double cap. Gets a bin.
Oh, he's
What is
not
the
hit-
tank doing? Running circles. Should have landed a bin. Does get one onto Lucy though, but that tank should have had an easy bin onto, was it Fish? Still
that
has
could
a
have
bit
been
of
a double
health.
bin.
Oh,
Shoot it. You good?
double cap.
All right, good.
So very,
Here. Come on, let's get up.
very decent tank. That dumpster onto Putty. I think that was a bit of a survivor misplay there. Definitely had time to dodge it, but just kept running into it.
I think that was a bit of a missed opportunity onto Fish. I think the tank ran circles or something. Had a chance to run past the Hunter,
Break time.
get the bin, and possibly get a double bin onto Lucy and Fish, but punched Coach away as a boomer gets popped. Hit well taken by Team
If I go,
Deeply Closeted.
miss me.
No.
Still got a bit of bonus to work with, 180 bonus, but this does mean... did that Charger just die in that hit? Forgot what hit they had, but they say the spitter.
Yeah, I
Reloading.
wasn't paying that much attention to that.
I think they might have a charge spit. They do have a charge spit with a hunter and Jockey Boomer 2-2.
2-2
Don't worry
charger.
about me. I'll be okay. I'll hold on.
And
At this
deeply
stage, we're
closeted
looking
at
at
slow, so they could definitely lose a lot of bonus on these next couple hits.
ooh, good single
Like
boom.
boom.
They're all cornered up in. Oh no, the charge has gone for the wrong side.
Oh, the
But that
stumble in
Boomer
the pit.
stumble into Lucy. Good skeet rolling off by Putty.
Reloading.
I think the Chargers has charged the wrong person. There were 3
Yeah, he
people
went
to
for
the right hand
one
side.
guy
Yeah,
instead of the 3 people bunched up. That could have been big
only
damage.
15 bonus lost in that one. They have to hit the the health bonus. Damage is on the 0. DB Dave on 0. They do have another charge fit though, caution, going into a very narrow staircase. So the Charger lands a nice charge. Hunter
Double
catches
sword,
someone in the
spit,
spit and then
and the
Jockey
jockey
pushes it.
stumble.
What a hit! That is
Let's go.
devastating.
Really good hit there from Mix.
I don't know if
Doing
they lost.
pretty well. They lost
Yeah,
almost
a bit.
100 bonus just then. I think they had around 165 before that hit round, so
Correcto.
Reloading.
Not the most ideal of rounds for the home side. Nice pop by Lucy as a hunter.
they're not going
Get
in.
this is some damage that shouldn't be landing towards just getting the safe room to double
Get your ass
get up for
Get up.
Lucy, who loses more health, but he was only damage bonus, so which there is none of,
They
making it
didn't
into the
actually
safe
lose
room.
any bonus. But
72 bonus. Suppose they made the safe room, but if you're a home side squad, you want to be looking at about 800-ish, 7
I
to
wouldn't be
800
too
maybe.
worried for this first map because, you know, there's a lot of decent chokes. Even if you're on 200 ping, you can do a lot of damage on this map, so...
Oh yeah. Even if you make it to the tank, you're at 200 points already, 250 points, roughly.
Yeah,
So the
considering
differential won't be
that,
too large.
considering the score that they made it with, I'd say that Deeply Closeted probably have to wipe in this tank. Just to, you know, have a bit of a lead. You don't really want to be losing or going even on the first round, so... If I was Deeply Closeted, I'd be looking for a wipe on this team. I'm just waiting on Lucy.
Lucy, already up.
Same hit. Looks like Hunter's happy to go down bottom with the wall kick.
Everybody, back down the stairs.
Team Mix
Actually,
playing a
pre-spawn.
2-2 setup with 2 shotguns and 2 Uzis. There's a hunter trying to land onto LS. He should be able to hop onto the. Oh!
Get into a
Superior
rail at the
movement.
back.
Superior movement! LS aware that he's in a troublesome position. I don't even think he tried to land on that rail. I think he was just trying to get onto that piece of joinery on the staircase, but
Avoided a
Not too
lot
bad.
of damage. But
Reloading.
not
so
too
decent
bad
first
though.
take for Mix. Away team on good old 200 ping.
Not too bad. They will have a spit charge though going into the next turn. I'll be surprised if Team Deeply Closeted will wait as long as Team Mix did. I think they should just send it in early, as soon as they get out of the elevator doors.
Well, they've pretty much got two choices. They're either going to hit and just go for the damage, or they're going to try and get this death charge. And with the other team being on 200 ping and them being on green ping, I'd say it's pretty worthwhile to try and hit this death charge if you can.
Agreed.
Charge are going to be up in the hands of...
Charge is also going to go around the corner, I think. Oh, goes between. Oh, where's that charge going? Maybe for the death charge.
So he's going for the long hallway.
Definitely taking their time. Team Mix.
Yeah, they might have to
Where
actually
was
take a
the
horde.
charge? 10 seconds. They are actually going to take the horde. I think they're happy to take this horde. 5 seconds of baiting. Good old bait fish. Valuing his time. Oh, they've just... Okay, they've just actually sacked the spitter.
So I'd say that means they're, you know...
I'm
they
not too
should
sure
get a
why they
quad.
sacked the spitter, but this gives an opportunity for the survivor team to actually push forward, knowing that there's no admittedly goo.
They do have a quad, but I'd say death charge is probably
It's
still
not easy to land a quad here, is it?
not.
Happy to see me proven wrong.
Oh, where's
Happy
the
to see me
charger
proven
going?
wrong. 2-cap landing at the back. And that jockey's taking Kojo. Is that fire hurt? It does hurt. Oh, this is a bit of damage.
Not
The team
too
makes
much.
a bit of separation.
They actually went for the quad there, which, I mean, they actually got pretty close with the 2-cap in the back.
Nearly, yeah.
Charger up front.
Well, they landed a 2-cap at the back.
But yeah,
front.
Charger missed.
Smoke and
the,
missed. Yeah.
which, I mean, they could have just baited around the
The
2-cap
back two.
at the back.
Yeah. Bedded at the back. Good news for Team Mix, so they're not one survivor down. So spit charge. What is that Charger thinking?
Hell, man, it's
Can't
too
charge
good.
through the sandbag. Oh, good clear onto
It's almost like he was going for like a
Dub.
stumble, but the spitter didn't go. So yeah, decent damage rolled out onto Mix, but I think Deeply Closeted had taken more damage at this point. Was it 2 people bleeding out?
Reloading.
3-cap spitter in this alleyway. Oof. Spawns flying above your head. Scary hit.
Reloading.
Mix just slowly going. Looks like they're going to try and rush inside.
Ooh, they're trying to get into the room. The Charger jockey. Oh, they actually landed a nice charge onto the staircase for that. Actually, the spitter manages to flip Ellis.
Come on now. Ain't got no
That's a
time
pretty
for
good
this.
hit,
Get
actually.
up.
Landed their SI. And then cap was what they were looking for, and they got it.
I could go for a nap right now.
Still have 3 sets of pills, so they should be able to spawn the tank and run it back. Already on about 260. If they get wiped here, they've only got a 260 difference anyway. 200 rather difference anyway. Still pretty
Yeah.
easy to kill this tank though, with this health. Very easy to kill this
Sure.
tank.
Especially if you get the Uzi chip. You get a lot of
TP by Lucy onto Cloud. Smoke unable to get anyone.
Tank actually didn't even try and go for the hitter, and he's messed up a dumpster.
Bins are
Reloading.
screwing up a little. The tank in the hands of Putty. Young blood of Team Deeply Closeted.
Reloading here.
One bin's out.
I
They've only
wasn't
got one
too happy
bin.
with this. I would have expected to see maybe possibly 2 or 3 hittables here, and he's only got
I
the
think-
1 pin from the front.
Yeah, I think Team Mix will be trying to get a lot more chip than. Oh, he got baited with the white. I think Team
always
Mix will
someone.
try to get a lot more chip than Deeply Closeted on this tank. Already down 500 HP.
He might be
The
down.
tank
He's
struggling
down
with his
a
hit.
K.
That car's out of play. The bin hit too far back. I think Team Mix will try to stay a little forward for this tank fight. Already down 1000 HP and Fail climbs that ladder. Bit of pre-commit
Even more, 1500
Problems.
chip down already.
2k gone. That car rebounds off the
doing there,
wrong
though?
pole. This tank is in all sorts. The tank commits with 3,500 HP. Now goes to 3k without even getting close to a survival. Now realizing that he has to commit, gets a nice punch. The taxi is hittable. Rochelle might eat this
he's
hittable.
missed it.
Gets out of the corner pretty well. Punches Ellis
Choke
onto the
that
bin, but
top.
Ellis will be able to get away. Unable to get away. Thought he really had an opportunity. Maybe should have used that fire barrel to juke that tank, which is dead.
That was a very weird tank. He kind of hit his hittables into bad positions, and instead of pushing the survivors back into that taxi, he just like kept kind of going for these hittables in bad positions.
Yeah, I think he tried to use that taxi, but
It
didn't
was too
helicopter
late at
it or
that
something.
point.
I don't know.
He'd already gone back and forth between one of his other hittables and was down to like 2.8k health or something. Like that's just unacceptable amount of chip.
Unacceptable. Fish
Just a
outplayed by Ellis as the charge drops onto no one. Cleared fairly quickly. Very well taken hit by Team Mix as Ellis with the superior movement again.
taking a little bit of chip.
Reloading.
He knows how to avoid these spitters.
Reloading.
Interesting.
Donkey completely out of sync there by Fish. The Captain.
Seems like
What does that
that
give
would have
him?
been
A
like
2-2?
quad as well.
3K Boomer now. The Smoker tries to. Fails, Smoker. The Hunter also fails. Team deeply closeted, now completely out of coordination. Chargers questioning the teams. Oh, dead! Oh, very nicely cleared actually by Squiggles.
Yeah, I'm
Lose.
a
Dub.
bit, I don't
Are
really
you
know what to
questioning
say
right
about
now?
this
What's going on?
infected. It's definitely way out of sync. I'm not sure what they're doing. Like, this isn't a pug. This is your tournament life on the
Tournament
line.
match. You're gonna have to show up.
Reloading.
Here. 3 people and they've got more
Reloading.
bonus than a
Reloading.
deeply closeted head. So gonna need a big hit here on this final hit.
Over this flank. Reloading.
And a pre-spawning back goes in. And
Oh, Hunter clear a little slow as a Hunter.
it was a bit
Sorry, not the
late.
Hunter, the
there.
jockey gets a bit of damage on the coach. How much bonus did they lose there? About 50? Something?
Not too much. Maybe like
Reloading.
30
About
or
30. Yeah, about 30. Making it into the safe room, and I think this means Team Moose will actually have the lead on the away server with 200 ping.
They lost a little bit of distance on the players.
Getting into the safe room quite quickly, unlike Team NG.
Just
Leading by 17 points.
yeah, very questionable tank by Putty there. Not
I
sure
think
if
you
Team was
recapped
going
it pretty
into-
well. He just hit his hittables in all sorts of positions and unable to capitalize on trying to kite the survivors into a hittable after he'd cucked some of them already. And then it was just a matter of, punching the survivors on the opposite sides of the map. Does get a bin though onto Ellis.
Yeah, that was
maybe a
pretty
bit of
much
a
the
misplay.
saving grace
Yeah.
for that tank. If he didn't get that, that would have been what, like a 1 or 2 hitter tank.
Not a nice tank.
So
Saved though
nonetheless,
by the bin.
have
Saved by the bin.
lead. 42% tank, so this should be
Replay.
after.
Neil. Oh, well, sorry to cut you off, but I was just watching the replay. Vanille's got streaming about that taxi he tried hitting onto Rochelle. He just completely hit it wrong, I suppose. He didn't even try spinning it backwards, as you were saying.
Yeah, well, that's I don't know. Those kind of hittables are in weird spots. You like try and hit it one way and then they go the other way. Pretty much just got to like try and predict which way they'll bait. But yeah, Mix leading on the American
On the
server
away.
at the moment. 200 ping.
Please.
3-cap boomer. First hit out of the safe room. Team Mix are still using 2 shotguns.
Yeah, seem pretty
Two.
happy with the 2-2 setup on these bit more open map. Curious if they'll change to 3 Uzis or 3 shotguns on map 3.
Map 3, yes. Saw Team Evo using 3 shotguns throughout, I think, yesterday.
Mix just playing it slow, letting this timer tick down, and now they're rushing out. Nice shutdown. on
They
that
actually
boomer.
caught the infected sleeping.
And this is
This is a flawless take by Team Mix, who
I'm not sure if you
I
saw
don't
that
know what to say.
charger, but that
Try to
charger
curve.
looked like he was on 200 ping. That was
Yeah.
nowhere near anyone.
try to flick that charge, hoping that survivor would walk into it, but not the best demonstration of SI by the home team.
Yeah, looking too strong on these last little maps. That's pre-spawned up top, just making a bit of noise. I'm gonna have a 2-2 with a charge on this hit. Boomer
And
comes
the boomer
in
misses the boom.
and gets shut down. Hunter lands for a second.
Good charge
Nice
though.
charge.
What about
this-
that spit though?
Oh no,
The
no.
dino spit if I ever saw one.
I'm a reload.
Yeah, deeply closeted gonna have to pull themselves together here. There, SI on the last map and so far on this map has not been ideal,
They're gonna have
to
to
say the
show up.
least.
Reload.
3-cap boom, Hunter, Smoker, Jockey. Mix once again just playing slow, clearing out all these common. Don't want any common, distracting or getting in the way when they're trying to take these hits.
Hunter
goes
going
in
for a DP
DP.
onto Nick. I think they're trying to set up for... Just short, trying to set up for the boomer. And then the single boom onto Rochelle at the back. Should be able to trigger the horde or event maybe if they go fast enough. But yeah,
They
for
just
a
can't see. Like,
for a decider match, you know, a match that determines whether you'll be playing it or making it to the next phase of the tournament. It is a bit of a rough start.
oh, yeah, for sure. And this tank, like, Mix can easily make this map. This tank is not hard to kill. So, maybe looking to get like a death charge, or like they need to do something big on this hit as Jockey goes. Charges coming in as well. Whiffs. A mile off. Once again, looks like the charge is on 200 ping, but actually on green ping.
Bit of focus here. Team NG, but I'm sure they can pull it back, hopefully. Get a nice little wipe with the tank here. A bit of coordination with the SI, with the commons.
I think that's what it's all going to come down to. They just need to be more coordinated.
Oh,
This
shit.
is a bit of a piss poor display on your own server if I've ever seen it. So Hunter looking like he's going to try and get a DP. Smoker goes in by himself. Cleared.
Nice, boomer pop. Hunter speeded well by Dub.
These,
Not enough damage, but
like, there's
Team
no way to
does-
get around it though. Like, the Smoker's just like going in 10 years before the other two spawns are even ready, and then the other two spawns like come in after someone's already been cleared, and then they both just go for the same guy and get killed anyway. Like, I don't know how to
we
hype
just
this up.
expect a little more. We just expect a little more from a team that has great potential.
I mean, nothing to take away from Mix. They're playing this great and just shutting down all the spawns that they see. As
Another 200 ping charge.
it's almost like these guys are playing on the Asian server with this SI play at the moment. Like, this is just not good enough. Now this tank's like, I don't really expect this tank to do much damage either. Like, it's not really in a good spot. And tank is up in the hands of Lucy. Mix just look like they're going straight back, so gonna give the tank a free cross, although he's going into a not the best spot. A bit of damage rolling out, but now they're just gonna push this tank and chip it. Tank should have been up on the roof.
Should have positioned himself on the roof with the big ladder. I'm doing it now, but this is going to be a lot of chip. A lot of chip.
Yeah, this is pretty much unnecessary chip. Could have just went straight up here.
Did he go for a cheeky rock, did he? Team Mix is taking it back now. Don't want to be in a bad position while they're aware that a hit's up. Boomer. Oh, clipped on the ledge.
One boom.
The rail.
Mix look like they're gonna go all the way back. I actually like
They're
this.
going
This
back.
is good.
Yeah. This is a very
This
nice
tank
position to fight the
Can be
tank.
really hard. Like, once the survivors get set up at the back here, you do so much chip to the tank as he's trying to run in.
Charger going for a death charge. Oh, that's very well cleared. Was that a death charge anyway?
Problem is, now the tank has like no support in second pass. And
Big misplay. Big
What
misplay by
is
the
that?
infected team.
this
Putty.
tank might not even get a hit.
Not Putty, sorry. Lucy in all
Look at
sorts
the
right
cut.
now.
This needs to land. Alright, this Hunter's just saved this tank from having a no-hit. Tank only gets 2 hits though.
Well, like you said, that Hunter literally saved that tank, or else that was a very rough tank. I'm not
would've
too
been a
sure
no-hitter.
why. Yeah, I'm not too sure why they even thought about sending a hit in there. The tank wasn't going to be able to capitalize on it. Unless that charger was going for a death charge, they carted the tank up the stairs. That would have been a dead tank, no hitter.
I mean, he went for a death charge, but in my opinion, it wasn't even really that close. Like, he charged him into a corner of something that he can't clip through. One boom goes out, so deeply closeted. Gonna have to really step it up now as Charger just runs over the fence and dies. Jockey lands for a second, but pretty much instantly cleared, and this is just gonna be Mix pushing through the map.
All right. Go.
What do you think of this iPad? Like, Do you think it's just a lack of practice, lack of caring? Like, you know, I don't think Deeply Closeted are too concerned whether they win this match or not, but still I'd be expecting a better performance than this.
I definitely expect a better performance from the home team, regardless of how good or bad or weak or inexperienced your team may seem. As a hunter goes straight into the water.
Oh, caution hunter right there.
Caution
And
hunter
it was
right there.
Lucy as well, I
Oh
feel you,
no!
Lucy.
Charger going for a death charge, gets stumbled by the boomer, completely cocked. I think he actually did have an opportunity to land that charge, but I think the fact that they went pretty much at the same time was always going to lead to a stumble. But yeah, Team Mix have actually got a 800 bonus. I don't see any more game-changing chokes coming up for them, so they actually might be able to make it to the safe room with at least 600 bonus, putting them far out of reach.
God damn it, God.
Yeah, it's just lack of SI damage. I mean, Tank didn't really do anything either, but they've just honestly just been a well played by Mix, but also kind of underwhelming by Deeply Closeted. Hunter just pre-spawned up around this corner, gonna wait for the wall kick. Wall kick spit. And gets skeeted, one-shot skeet by WSND.
Dub, by Dub, we're calling him Dub.
Oh,
Moscow not happy, but he has to respect the fact that that was a clean skeet.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Reloading.
Reload.
Reloading.
Not exactly healthy.
Reloading.
Reloading. Sounds like a hunter.
Oh, this is nasty shit.
Reloading.
Reloading.
so actually got a 25 there. I missed that because I was just checking message on Steam. Sorry.
Just a bit of tournament adminning, don't mind us, but regardless, Team Mix will have 650 just shy bonus. And that's
I haven't
gonna
really
put-
taken any damage, so just really missed a DP. I don't think anything else did damage.
Reloading.
They're gonna have one more hit safe room unless Mix just rush this, and it looks like they're going. So
Straight
they've gone the
go-go
wrong way.
into the safe room. Where are they going? Are they gonna make it into the safe room? Oh, shutdowns. Good shutdown on the jockey. Hunter and Smoker not able to do much, but you know what? 600 plus. Oh, they lost a bit of bonus there. 100
Yeah, lost
gone.
it a fair bit, but still, like that's fine. 492 bonus, giving them a chapter score of 1092 on the away game. 200 ping. Mix is showing up. They're showing us that they deserve to be in this top 16, and at this point, I don't see Deeply Closeted even winning this game with how Mix are playing.
Have a bit of faith, caution. A little
I mean,
faith
these
in the
next couple of
boys.
Oh, the Hunter clip. Oh,
Uh,
I can feel that Hunter because I did the exact same thing in my match. I tried to be sneaky and pounce around a hedge, and then I clipped a tree and just went straight into the water.
Deeply closeted. Playing the survivor round now. I don't think Team Mix will give him an opportunity just to run out like they did on their survivor. I think the charge is just ready to drop in as soon as one guy's out. Nick's out, separated. Oh, does get a nice self clear on that smoker. Triple boom, few punches onto Coach at the back.
Yeah, that could have been devastating if he didn't.
could have
get
been
that
bad.
self-clear, so
Yeah,
well done
that
by
self
Lucy.
clear hadn't landed, and Jockey tried to follow up with that triple boom. That was already a go next.
Yeah, very well. Nice self clear by Lucy. A little bit of damage rolling out from Mix, so you know, considering they didn't have a spit there, that's not too bad. Next hit Smoker, Hunter Spitter.
Reloading.
Pre-spawned up top. Boomer looking to get on just above them and get a boom, but the land, Hunter lands, and it was just a bit too late, but got like a tick or two. Boom
Bit of
just
damage, a
saving.
bit of damage. Not too bad. Nice 2-boom by Dub. Where is the Hunter? Is there a Hunter? There is a Hunter, my overlay is glitched.
Yeah, you might have to record them this stuff. They usually fixes it for me.
Reloading here.
Oh yeah? Nice,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah. Oh, mispositioned by Nick, but all three infected going for Nick by Lucy, who likes to hold that W key.
Reloading.
I mean,
Premature hit though.
I wouldn't really say it was misplayed by Lucy, but I feel like his team took it a little bit to clear all of
Too
those
long?
spawns just then.
Well, I
Considering
think-
the 4-3 went for him.
I think he just positioned himself too far forward, and if that hit had actually, you know, if they actually didn't send every SI on Nick and they caught him off guard, you know, too far forward from the team. Maybe it was a team moving too slow. You never know. Spit charge, unable to land, gets pulled back into the spit. Double boom will give them a. Oh, don't know if they got a quad sack order.
But yeah, if he would have went, if that jockey would have landed when he was up there, they could have potentially got a death charge there. So it's definitely scary.
Oh shit! This ain't gonna
I thought they
be
were maybe
good.
going back, but it's going back for ammo. So next hit, and it is the quad. So
Quadrarino. Let's see if they know how to get
Excellent, dude.
on top. They do not. They don't know how to get on top of the large building as a hunter and jockey coming from behind. That charger might get a death charge onto. Get. Oh, that's not a death charge. Whoa! What is that charger doing? He had chances to get a few more punches out onto Nick. Sorry, onto Coach. Would have put him into at least 20 HP, but this is good damage now. Inflicted onto the survivor team. We'll get a 2-2 here with what, a hunter and jockey. But they have to preserve as much health as they can. They can't afford to. Oh, Boomer does lead, meaning yes, I have a chance to now roll in. The hunter going for a DP. Does he land onto Coach? Narrowly missing 3 times. Jockey bunted to death. But that will give them, what, 3 cap. Boomer for the
too
next
bad
hit.
at all the damage on Fish. Obviously going to save his pills.
Split up 2-2 for the
Reloading.
back to survival.
Very-
Going for very, very separated, but they will spawn the tank. I think they do get a smoke cut. Whoa, good cut by Lucy.
Reloading.
Reloading.
That tank. A few question marks.
Doesn't know where to go either.
My team. His tank's just keeping a bit of sight. Maybe does he know that he can climb up the ladder at the back? Keeping a bit of sight. I think this tank is unaware that there's a ladder behind them. Even though they saw the Americans pull off
I'd prefer to
that
see
parting.
the Closeted just go back here. I'm not sure why they're deciding to stay here. I don't think this is a good area to fight the tank. It's pretty easy for the tank to get in and do a bit of damage before he takes too much chip.
I mean, they might be aware that the tank doesn't know how to get onto the bridge, and so they're just trying to get as much chip as they can. But that being said, there's a lot more areas that you can get capped.
Yes, I figured
Or
they can
played on
get up
by
to
the survivors, yeah. They can get up top. They are up top, and that's a. I think the hunter might go in early just to get a corner for the tank. Goes on to go. The tank's already low. The tank's on 1300 damage. Missing a punch, gets a bad DP, but I think the damage has already been done to the tank. Not being played. Oh, I guess a single punch onto Rochelle. Oh, whiffing about 4 punches or 3 punches, but that SI support was quite late. I think they should have gone for an early hunt or an early play, and the tank could have backed up or something. But that was well played by team.
I guess I'll
Team
take
deeply
the
closeted.
machine gun.
Actually, I was having a look, and I think they were waiting for the charger. This charger was trying to get up top where they were, so maybe that was why their SI were late. They wanted to be in sync. Cost and Smoker just gets melted. 2 boom lands. Hunter's going to come in from the front.
Oh,
nice.
good ski by Moscow. 7 shots.
The boom go there. That's sweet. So should see deeply closeted trying to push through, maybe even getting down to the floor below them once they get inside. They're not going to be able to push that fast. Although monkeys, thought Lucy was going to go for it.
I'll take this one.
No spit here, so nothing too dangerous. Just can't really get separated.
Reloading.
Can have Putty.
Oh,
leading,
Putty
and
sets
he
off the
shoots
horde.
the window.
Shoots the window. The charger
Oh,
getting
that's
a double charge. The boomer unable to get a multi-boom, but this is a bit of damage rolling onto the death staircase. Like we call
They had
it.
a spit there with double
If they had a
charge.
spitter, that was already the end of that lead for team deeply closeted. As I think they're going to get a 3-cap spitter for the last hit. Or should
like
be.
a
They do have a
set
charger
for
though. They do have a charger
Reloading.
going around the corner, I believe. Where are they setting up this charger? They're setting it up below.
Reloading.
It's like waiting for the drop,
Not the
which
below. Hunter's already pre-spawned.
Reloading.
Ammo.
Taking their time.
mix set up
Completely
down
aware.
bottom. Oh, they think the smoke is behind.
Logitech Gaming. Hunter's pre-spawned. On the drop to the left.
Monkey goes.
Will not check. Oh, the smoker gets good separation. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt, team. Deeply closeted. Coach in a very nice corner, but that drops their bonus below Team Mix by 100.
I mixed.
Uh-oh.
Ain't got no time for this shit. Get in here. They be proud out
Map
there,
2
people.
still behind American squad by 130 points.
Feel like it could have been maybe the comeback map after that tank. I thought they took that pretty well, to be honest,
It hurts.
considering the area. So
Well, where they fought that tank, they definitely took it pretty well. But that hit towards the end just devastating, really. They got a 2-cap, charge spit lands, spit spread was also great. Could be a 1-server decider.
that's what, I mean, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, Mix could just straight up win this game on NA, and even if they don't, like, it could turn out to be close enough to where the American team decides not to go onto the Asian server.
Have to show up now.
Yeah, these
Think-
last two maps, big bonus. But it's also got a lot of really big chokes, and they haven't been taking these hits too well, so...
Not easy on red ping.
It's good, looking like a 2-2 with a hunt smoke. Hunter pre-spawned in this room, straight ahead
All
of
the
them.
survivors out, unable to escape that hunter over a shell. That. What's that
It's a
spitter?
spit.
What's that spitter?
Had
Lewis
popped the spit.
Ellis, sorry. Ellis is going to be able to run out and clear with his common for his team. He's only got a shotgun though, so he won't be able to clear too much, but they actually are running 3 shotguns, caution, for this map, not 3 Uzis.
It's kind of understandable with it being close quarters, but as our team found, like, having more Uzis can be a lot better to deal with the common, which can be pretty nasty. And I don't think this is finite, so I'm not sure if they're just sitting
Quad
down
cap.
here waiting for a hit or...
I think they are waiting for a hit because they know there's a quad cap up. Or maybe clearing out a bit of the common. Good ski by my man Dub. Charger gets nearly 2 pounds onto Ellis,
So
but that gives him a free run along the corridor. Should be able to
Yeah, they
push
could-
quite quickly, and this would have been so much easier if they had an additional Uzi.
They should be able to turn off this alarm, maybe. Although the Positive do have a hit. Not the best
Good
of
pop.
hits, but
Oh, Nick maybe reloading his gun. Hunter lands on Jockey. Good 2-cap in the spitter by Team. Deeply closeted, now showing up. Jockey still not cleared. Nick losing half his health.
2 hits, 3 people
Wow.
down.
Wow.
49, 44, and 26. 2 hits, so. Deeply closeted, just stepping it up a bit here on this map. Let's see.
Good map to step it up on. A lot of easy opportunities for the SI. 3-cap boomer. Lands a single boom. The Hunter pre-spawns on the right.
Probably don't want to go in here, but looks like Hunter's gonna. Oh no, he's actually getting out, so I think that was actually a good call. Either
Definitely.
way, probably not going to do too much damage in there.
I think this is another quad cap, isn't it? No,
Nice.
3-cap spitter. Probably what they wanted, actually.
This charger to land should be Moscow charger, I believe.
Yeah. Moscow
and he's
charger.
quick.
Charger misses. The Hunter and Smoker all get cleared so quickly. Definitely a
Spitter, I
missed
think.
opportunity for the infected.
See that? So
Sorry?
even if that charger landed, they actually wall banged the spitter when they were trying to kill the smoker.
Good shutdown. Whether it was intentional or not. Tank is
Yeah,
at
probably position
62%.
from side spawns. All going from the same direction, just catching some bullets.
3-cap boomer. For the
Breaching
last
me
hit.
too.
Sorry, 2-cap boomer spitter. That's a 2-2. Last hit before the tank. They still have okay-ish health, considering the tight corridors they have to run through as Ellis and Nick eat a good 2 boom. Oh, unable to do as much damage as they would have liked to, but it was a 2-2 regardless. That spitter not being killed. Bit of griefing. Bit of
As I said,
griefing.
a bit of damage, but it's kind of expected.
Oh, the captain's got the tank. Nice
Bliss.
fish. Has to get a wipe on this tank to prevent this lead. By
They
Team
definitely
Mix.
need either a wipe or he needs to drop a lot of their bones. Oh, charger misses again. That could have been a big charge if he would have landed that as well. So.
Coulda. Gonna give him a boomer hunter and I think a jockey.
Rochelle just happy to just sit here and chip the tank.
This is good. They should be chipping.
Play from the tank, you can actually get on the other side of that concrete wall there. Kind of avoid chip. He's already taken 700. Just the one
Oh,
dude going.
good early punch onto Ellis. Some body blocking coming out by Sleepy Fish. Misses a punch
Yeah.
onto Rochelle.
Double charge though, so
Oh well, I think the damage has been done. Moscow still has a jockey and gets a jockey. Oh, cleared pretty. Tank has enough health to complete this wipe. Oh, he's dead! Did he miss a punch at the end? Oh, Rochelle's still up. I thought that was a triple in cap.
could still be a wipe here though.
Oh,
Coach goes down.
they trade caps.
Oh shit, come on, come on.
Obviously, wipe would have been ideal, but he did a lot of damage with that tank, and they only have one set of pills. Should be able to at least wipe them on this map, surely.
Oh, I'm gonna bash some heads with this.
Hannah set up, Lucy set up top with the hunter. Gonna go for a DP. Actually, 3-cap boom, so could potentially, if they got the 3-cap out here, could potentially get some people black and white. Comes the Hannah.
Whoa, DP missing Ellis. Charger goes
Oh, the
for
B-
a hop.
Oh,
Ambitious. Gets 2 punches though onto Ellis.
so
Crawling.
Nick's hanging in.
Crawling to where they had to spawn the tank. Getting a bit of distance now. Any distance is good at this point for Team Mix. Should just pop the pills really. They don't want to go down in the next hit. Considering
Someone
that
get
most of
black.
them are all low. Yeah. I think they've got a bit of confidence in surviving this next hit.
Kill on the spitter who just went for a delay there. Now they don't have it for the wall kick spit, so probably gonna have to go out for a DP.
Jockey behind gets coach. Good separation and in cap.
Get your ass over
Come
here.
on, come on your feet.
Jockey there by Lucy. Realizing the separation, a nice 2-boom coming out. So. Not gonna lie, if I
Oh, another
was,
good pull by Fish.
was fast on mix, I'd maybe just start running. This is kind of how you get wiped. Getting delayed here.
Delay after delay. They've left that spawn up. Coach is actually just going to go for a run.
Oh, thanks for that.
Why didn't that charger go in?
Good idea.
Should have
definitely
delayed that
could
at
have
the back, actually.
delayed. Or got the guy up front.
There's
for sure.
definitely potential to delay.
Which is black
They're going
and
to
white as
spit,
well.
but... Oh, charger misses. Nick running through a bit of spit and well cleared. Oh, this is not probably what they needed at this point in time. They needed that wipe. Oh, the 2 cap up top lands very nice. Well done, Fish, who is literally on very low health. 13 HP smoker. A nice hunt
Mix.
by
Worried. They're just.
cover.
And they're happy
They
with
know
this
that.
dip.
Yes, for good bunt. Oh, unfortunately, a boom does land onto my man Dub, who is just getting as much distance as possible. Jockey behind him, unaware. Oh, he's aware now. Oh! Being bullied. They do have a lead of 510 at the moment.
Happen how much damage they took on the tank, I'd say. It's pretty well played by Mix to get the distance that they did. It's going to help them out a lot. Now we're going to be looking at Deeply Closeted to have a... Kind of need to have an almost flawless round up until this tank. Can't afford to take too much damage and give this tank an easy wipe.
Depending on where they fight the tank too, they're going to have long arms thrown at them. So
Really too
preserve as
ideal
much
to
health as you can, boy.
be able to fight some of these tanks inside when you're versing a team on 200 ping, just for the, you know, fact that they do have the long arms.
Going for that early boom behind the boxes.
I'm grabbing pills.
Well speeded.
Reloading.
Reloading.
You see a door is gonna sound when you open it.
Good take by a team deeply closeted for the first hit.
Okay, that was it.
They are running 2 Uzis on green ping. I respect that decision. Easy to clear the common. They have a 3 cap spitter though.
Yeah, pretty dangerous hit here.
Pretty dang. Charger looking to go early. Oh, missed an opportunity. Get in there, boys. The Hunter's already ready at the bottom.
It's possible.
Hunter's already ready to pounce any second now, waiting for that charger to find a position. Maybe waiting for Ellis to give it up. Patiently waiting there. Do have a spawn now. Charger has to go in. Oh, lands a nice cap. The spitter
Spits hit
missed.
the
The spitter missed. Oh no, I just saw that. Not going to be happy with that team mix. They had a good chance of chunking away a lot of health.
really big hit from Mix, but Spitter just mucks it up, hits the rail.
No, 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 no.
Oh no no. Yeah, that'll be Spit
Boom up
last
a
is
couple of times.
good here.
Hunt defeated again by Moscow.
Come on, man.
Bit of damage.
Reloading.
A lot of damage actually.
He's just pushing forward, which is what the rest of his team should be doing. Wouldn't want to be sitting down there, just push forward into these more open rooms.
Could have a 2-2.
Reloading.
They do with a hunter as well, so wall kick in this little hallway coming up probably. Fish going first with an Uzi as well, so
Reloading.
oh no, looks like he's letting Lucy go. He's around this corner, he's ready. He goes in. Nice skeet there by, who's that, Moscow?
It is too. And shuts down the boomer too.
Reloading here.
Bit of survivor skill by Moscow. If you watch the stats, it's actually nearly on 50% SI. Carrying the team. Carrying the team.
Boom. Should be pretty hard to do a lot of damage out here unless they get a really instant 3 boom. Very ambitious boom. The 3 cap coming in, charges missed, Jockey gets M2'd and killed.
Reloading here.
So this is, besides maybe Lucy's health, I'd say the rest of it's pretty decent. Oh, as he goes slow, so he's gonna have to pop to get there.
Unfortunately, goes slow. Was just floating around 40 HP. Tank is just rolling in the hand of Sleepy F15. Hey, Sleepy Fish rolling in. They have a hunter and jockey that are going to try catch Coach outside. The car's gonna hit.
Oh, that
a car! Oh, Fish eating it on
climb
the
straight.
forehead of the boomer. Oh, very well popped by Moscow again, but this is actually pretty smart by the tank not to have. Oh, Fish, get back inside. What are you doing?
I'm not gonna
Moscow.
lie, I think he just committed there. He probably could have hit that police car right on the other side of that wall.
2 cars. Look, he's still got 2 cars. He actually can still go in because Fish. I thought the tank's gonna play a bit preservative and be like, oh, you know what? Even if they run back in, I got a 3 cap. I've got an in cap, but the tank actually, you're right. He can still commit and use that car. He lost his opportunity. Yeah, he lost the window, but he's gonna go in now with a couple of shots prematurely, but get the punch onto Fish. This is gonna be a black and white Fish. SI, oh, way too early the SI. Hunter still alive. Well speeded, is it?
Separation smoke.
Oh no, that is completely played wrong by Team Mix.
Seriously cannot go down again.
They did not need to get.
You aren't gonna make it.
Yeah,
Especially
we got
after that.
Fish down.
Gets an initial car, could have still committed and killed Fish actually, if anything. And
Yeah, he just hesitated, like he was right at that wall. Fish was still getting picked up, and he jumped off the wall where he could have just came straight over and hit the car right below him, which is hittable. And he could have just kept Fish down and probably grinded him out, getting a kill. So bit of a misplay by him.
the tank was still healthy, even after the second in cap on Fish. So the SI went in a little too early.
That's going to be deeply positive. Sitting with about a 420 bonus. Making starting a comeback on this map.
They still got a few
Preserve-
chokes though.
That is true. They got a couple of. I think once they get down this hole, it can be kind of easy. So as long as there's no shenanigans on this drop.
Okay. Recap Boomer. They can't afford to have anyone caught up top like Team Mix did. Holding a lot of. Well, it's actually a split. Damage bonus, health bonus at 38 and 31 apiece.
Come on, pull it together.
Hunter right above the heads of the survivors. They're gonna do a bit of a. Oh, they don't do a fast track. They might even go for a 3 cap here. Charger lands and a DP lands as well. But if that smoker was a little more patient, that could have been a 3 cap up top.
Very dangerous. Someone just dropping down by themselves. The rest of the team just waiting. They should have just committed to everyone dropping unless they were worried about a spitter or something. But
Moscow still holding a whopping 45% SI, 20 SI kills, putting the team on his back.
gotten down a lot and just shooting almost every spawn. You love to see it.
Love to see it.
Reloading.
Charger spitter.
I'm just gonna admit
We
it.
saw the
I need some
final few hits go wrong, completely wrong for deeply closeted on map. What was it, map 1, map 2?
I hear one of those little
Smoker getting a very quick pull of charge and misses. Oh, that's
Reloading.
unfortunate. Very easy to land a charge on Nick, who's already on orange health. However, the bonus has reduced only 245 health bonus, just over damage.
I need some help.
Take the lead just with the
Hey, we got a safe room ahead.
rest of the distance here, right?
Hunter shut down.
Well, they won't take the lead with the distance, but they will when they get in. As long as they don't lose this bonus.
Oh, another ring cap, a
Oh, what?
triple boom. A jockey lands onto Ellis. Another ring cap. All unnecessary damage. If you're not winning by a margin whatsoever, the charge is going to land onto. Oh, never mind.
Interesting spit.
Well,
Didn't
Charger
go-
Spitter.
Help me out.
Yeah, Charger Spitter screwed up. Oh, the Hunter cut him pants out of the hole. Hunter cloud with the questions.
Gotta reload.
No answers. They're going to keep delaying as much as they can, but a little bit of sync lacking towards the end
Reloading.
Thanks a lot.
will give the
Positive
home team.
Damn, I hurt.
Come on. Pull it together.
And they're
man.
gonna take the
We can
lead.
make it through this shit.
First
They've
time
got
they've
the
seen the
lead.
They be proud out there, people.
They've got the lead by 150 points. Going into map 4,
Some crap.
Moscow still rocking that. This nearly dropped 6k damage.
Pretty insane. Definitely putting in work with that Uzi. So thoughts on the match so far? Bit of a low scoring game, or a bit too tight for comfort. Would be expecting to probably be
A little
winning,
too
but
close for comfort. Little too close. 150 points. No. Not good enough.
and still win this game on the American server. So
And I expect Team Mix to play a lot better on green ping. That being said, no, I think Lucy, the likes of Lucy and Fish, they've got good experience on red ping as well. So Moscow probably has, with the way the potential is going on green ping. I'm sure he plays pretty well on red ping too. Be good to see.
they probably want to. They need as much of a lead this map as possible. So making it with decent bonus and then stop and mix as soon as possible.
Announcement going out for
Reloading.
Team Penguins of Madagascar. I think they take on Team 8. Being streamed
missed.
by Dino, I think. Home and away match.
Take on this first hit here, but
Pretty well shut down.
They got all the way out into this middle area before the SI even decided to hit, and then the boomer quit. Should be able to get up this staircase now if everyone's fast, as long as they don't shoot this fire barrel.
Fire barrel! Better watch out. They do have a charge fit though.
It's in this
Oh,
little
they do shoot
room.
it. Cheeky cheek. Hunter's already in that room. Nick's gonna be caught out. The charge is gonna land a double charge onto Rochelle, and the Hunter's still getting
Yes.
damage. In the spit? No, not in the spit. That's an ink cap onto Lucy. What a hit by Team Mix.
And double
Luffy.
charge as well. That didn't.
Oh, double charge, spit, hunt, and boom. Triple. Lucy unable to,
All right.
you know, pick off the Hunter even after he realized that he found the Hunter in the room. That
He
was
saw it, but then he
pretty
had
good.
to stay
Yeah.
there. Maybe he should have shot and then ran out. I think he tried to just kill it. Potentially another devastating hit here with the Spitter Smoker Jockey Charger. Looks like Charger's going to be setting up behind as well, so...
I love to see that charge from behind. Charge! Oh!
By deeply posited. That could have been very dangerous. So survivors, about 30% of the way through the map. Tank's going to be up in around 14%. Should be... I think they run back for this
2-2.
tank.
Where's this tank percentage? 44. Let me write that down actually. I don't think they can get the bowling alley, can they? With the 44% tank, considering that the tank spawns in 6%.
Definitely not. They might not know and they might try it, so...
Shout out to Vanille with a great production work. A lot of the viewers are enjoying the replay edition. I wonder whose idea that was. Far out, that was a great idea.
Up in the hands of Scribbles.
Oh, squiggles! 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 Oh
Drive
my
him,
god, look at
Lansley.
this damage! Boomerlanding punches out by the charger. We've only got 2 sets of pill left, of which Rosemary, Moscow, may have to pop. There's another set given to Lucy. They are running it all the way back into the sewers, as would most teams. Not really an option there to fight it outside, especially after you get tri-burn. They do have another boomer though. Should sack it real quick because the tank gets a second. But it looks like they're going to hold on to it. Unable to find a spawn there, the boomer, I think. Not a fun tank to play this one.
Yeah, it's
Glad
pretty
we
hit
didn't
or
get this
miss.
tank.
Although a couple of them are pretty low punches, like he goes straight to the monkey here.
Oh, punch straight onto to Ellis. 2 punches, gets punched. Oh, whoa, long arms by this tank. Falling at the boomer, unable to land. The jockey still alive, gets a nice tumble, making...
That was actually pretty
They
good.
actually fought it pretty well.
Let's get
Just got the one down with the long arms.
God damn it, god damn it.
Double, was it a
Pretty
double?
well.
Damn it.
Sorry?
Misery in my bones.
The double
Double?
punch at the end?
I think it may have been framed on the jockey. I think landed on someone. I think. Either way, they've got a 380 bonus.
A lot of
Hunter's
this
already
map
ready.
work.
Hunter's already ready. Gets onto Nick pretty well. The charge, Spit, and jockey Smoker all pounding on Lucy again, who will now be forced to be black and white. That hurts the damage bonus. Damage bonus was sitting at 60% prior to that hit, but now it rocks at 23%. Ooh.
Yeah, probably needed to make this map with bonus, and it's not looking too healthy at the moment. So.
Reloading.
Trying to have a look around to see if there's any pills and
Sometimes a set of pills spawn in this room, but in this circumstance, there are none. Moscow doing a lot of the heavy lifting again. And I think he has throughout the whole match. Currently on 40, upwards of 40% SI.
Reloading.
there's definitely
Got to
clearing
recognize
off
that.
a lot of spawns. Charger going in. This could be the death. Ooh, nice. Down on
Just
that
misses.
charger. If that would have landed, that would have been Monk / Lucy dead.
Dead.
Oh, he's one hit.
One hit wonder onto Lucy.
Probably
Don't
gonna be
imagine
dead.
he survived.
Once they find pills. Oh, there is pills down this hallway, but they might not know as Jockey comes
Oh,
in.
jockey! Oh, completely whiffed, dead.
Oh shit.
So they're probably not going to know about this. Oh, Fish does.
To the right, Fish is going for a good look. Finds the pills, but unfortunately too late as Lucy is killed in action. Deaded.
Reloading.
Okay, another 2-2 here, but they do have the
Always getting the hunters
charge.
ready, Team Mix. Getting ready for these wall kicks, and I think the hunter will set up this charger pretty well. Oh, he runs backwards and he goes straight in, backing up into the cinema. Pretty well done by Team NG, but I think they just got baited.
Spit definitely got baited. Spat way too early. He's trying to get away. Looks like he's gonna. I think it was
Hiding.
the last. There should be another 3-cap spit. Jockey, Smoker, and
Hunter.
This ain't right.
Bonus
See
of
if-
162.
3-cap. Hunter's pre-spawned actually where they just came from. Gonna come in for the wall kick. Misses. Everyone going on Ellis.
Ellis. Putty. Feeling the love.
Reloading.
Yeah, deeply closeted.
Through this building.
Can I get the probably the full distance on 3 people on this recap lands here?
Another hunt spit charger. The charger's already spawned. Maybe to not give away the hunter, but
Reloading.
hunter last charge is gonna punch him down. Going for a free charge, but will be shut down by Fish and Moscow.
Just gonna be the delay spit at the moment.
I think that hurts the damage bonus again. A bit of health bonus
I
actually.
don't think
on-
they.
They had none? They have none for
Full
now.
health.
Definitely now. Maybe they didn't have it
Get
before
down
either,
there.
but 14% health bonus. Don't imagine them making this. They can make it as a proxy boom lands on Moscow. No common though. Bit of a heads up. Anyone tries to land a boom here before the event, there will be no common.
Game on, baby.
Bad. Are they just sacking for the quad here? I wasn't really paying attention. They gotta
Recap,
spit
better.
it. I think they need to spit on this little box that Ellis is standing on for it to.
And gets it to
Spread.
the charger, misses, gets it on Rochelle, and the hunter gets Ellis. And a smoker provides good cover. Ellis is dead in the process, and Rochelle is being commoned. Unable to clear Fish, who's has got all the health. All the health. Moscow struggling to clear. The smoker is literally on 10 HP.
I just died a Colin.
Might just die to common. This would
Give
be
me
the
going.
end of Moscow.
Gone.
Unfortunately for him, a dominating survivor round again. Moscow dropping 6k SI damage. However, the team only 700 points, or not even 700.
Get the full
600.
distance.
640 points apart. Distance itself will give you 600. So if the team just makes it to the end, Team Mix. Although this is a very rough chapter for High Ping, this could be a very close game.
Yeah, looking a bit scary here for deeply closeted. As we said at the start of the match, this is pretty much a decider for the top 16. Whoever loses this is definitely not going to make it. I'm pretty sure. So, kind of expected a bit better of a performance. But to take nothing away from Mix, they've been playing this pretty well themselves on 200
Again,
ping.
It's you've got Dub on 230 ping. You know, Sleepy Fish is on 175, which is playable. The other 3 team members are on upwards of 200 ping. It's not easy. You could, you know, argue that they play on ping all the time, but I don't think this team plays on ping all the time. Naturally good gamers.
Yeah, it seems like they maybe had a bit better idea of how to take a couple of these tanks or just play the map in general.
These pills.
I'm grabbing pills.
But for the first hit, once again, we have a 3-cap with Boomer. Looks like Deeply Closeted also electing to hit out here, which is probably the smarter decision as they don't have spit.
Now the question was brought up, Caution, that why was Team Mix seeded at 28?
Well, that was
Why?
pretty much any team that
Reloading.
got not so good of a rank was pretty much we weren't really sure who they were. So it's pretty hard to try and rank teams if you're not quite sure who all the players are, or you know, if it's a mixed team or if it's, you know, a team that's been around for a while. But, you know, it's pretty much, I think we pretty much made the announcement that, like, you know, teams are ranked poorly, they're pretty much just going to have to prove themselves.
Their
in this
worth, their
tournament.
potential, and I completely agree. You know, sometimes the tournament admins or the team's not going to know the complete potential of a competing team. You know, they're a new face to, well, for us anyway, they're a new team to the competitive scene, and we hadn't really seen them perform before. We had reached out to some of the moderators in the different regions to assist in ranking these teams, but like Caution said, there was early conversation and discussions made about, you know, if a team feels like they're being seeded quite low or high in this tournament, then this is a great platform to showcase your ability. Nice single boom landing onto Nick. SI will hold off for this point of time. Maybe one a spitter.
Mix have actually proven themselves quite capable in this tournament. You know? Probably one of the
Definitely.
teams that they would have deserved a lot better of a rank than they actually got.
These Asian teams, Mix and even 5MO. I mean, I know what do we rank them, like 10th? I think they were seeded 10th, but they could easily be in the top 5. They'd easily get into the top 5 with their absolute dominating performance in this tournament as a double charge lands onto, but the spitter actually whiffs, putting into that
Spitter
room. Doesn't have the right angle. So that's actually pretty,
Really good.
yeah, pretty well taken, I suppose. Camped out the hit, waited for the horde, shut down the SI, spitter unable to capitalize on their in-cap. Good double charge though.
Yeah, decent hit, just the spitter really kind of let them down.
Reloading.
3-cap boom, not really the best hit for this area. Smoker gonna
Shut
whiff
down
on.
Smoker. Hunter has caused some problems that stumble from the jockey.
Reloading.
Who was
About
that? Coach
40
up top?
Ammo.
Yeah, Coach just separating himself from the, not really separating, but he ran into a position where if he got caught off by an SI, it was going to be a struggle for his teammates to clear. And that jockey that followed in after that Hunter caused a bit of stumble. Gave that Hunter a little more time to get damage. Oh, this is a scary hit. Everything dropping on your head, and they've got a spit charge, they've got a boomer. Moscow does want to hit. He wants to get a bit more damage onto the survivor team before his tank spawns up. Very close, in 1% now. The boomer unable to land the charger. Whiffed
it.
Oh no, but look at Nick! Look at Nick! You're unable to get out of that situation. Look at that spread hitting every corner of the front portion of the alley.
I was gonna say before that hit went in, you're looking.
Oh no!
Charge because he hadn't
That's
landed
good
a lot.
spread. Now what are they going to do with this tank? Are they going to run it all the way back to the sewers? I'd imagine so. They have no other choice. They have no other option. Tank in the hands of Moscow, who is currently carrying the home side team. Oh, can't come in the way there a little.
But this is, you know, if this tank can get in and they have decent SI support, this could probably be a wipe. They have pretty good chip out onto Mix at the moment. So
Tank
what
will
they
be
get.
second pass as it commits.
just
Looks
smoke
like
it. And they're actually playing pretty
someone's-
for this chip.
Yeah, they want to get a bit of pre-commit damage here. Pre-commit chip on this tank. Now Smoker has, Smoker has set up in the front. I don't think that's going to work to the tank's just going to cover. Smoker spawning up around the second corner now. Maybe the survivors won't catch that. Smoker accidentally pulls. Oh no, the Jake. Oh, ladder punch not working. Coach getting slapped to the other side of the map. The charger missing. Can't afford to miss a charger in that tight corridor. But the rest of the SI will be shut down. The tank getting a good amount of spread on the survivors. An in-cap onto Coach, and maybe a lucky rock to finish it off. Does get a nice rock onto Dub. But the survivors,
God damn it, God damn it.
Bit
Team
early
Mick,
for
survive.
the smoker and the charger though. That was, man. I know that people like these early pulls, but this isn't really kind of a good spot for that.
I don't think, yeah.
Recap, like
I think just let the tank get as close as it can to the survivors. And
Reloading.
then utilize your 3-cap if that's the hit you've got. I don't think an early pull was really gonna. It could have provided, you know, the early pull could have provided the tank an early corner, and you know the smoker could have gotten away. But if you don't execute that, you're just down an SI.
next hit up here for deeply closeted jockey, spit a smoker charger. So charge spit in these hallways can be
Ooh, this is gonna be dangerous.
for Lucy, who looks like he's set up behind actually. Gonna wait for Coach to stop blocking his back spawn.
Oh no, Rochelle and Coach are in the same room. The charger needs to. Oh, the spread
That's
to
gonna
the
be-
spread and. That's an in-cap onto Coach, who is on the boxes. Oh, that's spit nearly spread. Even on top there, so they lost a bit of bonus there, I'd imagine. They lost actually half their burn, moving from 350 odd to like 170.
All mix, so they're gonna be. And they should eat another hit outside here. It's gonna be a 3-cap boom, so maybe if this boom can land first, can make something happen.
Doing a good job though, proceeding through the map. That DP does land onto Ellis, and the 3-cap lands onto Team Mix here. Jockey and Boomer. Doing a bit. Oh, what a 3-boom! The range was insane. I don't think they're. Why are they not killing that Boomer? What are they doing?
They would have set off the alarm car, so.
Oh, well, they copied
Boomer
in-cap in
actually-
the process, and they
Oh,
shoot the
no,
alarm car anyway. It's a bit of a brain fade by Team Mix at the moment. But you know what? They're going to make it right through. You know, it's not about winning on the away servers. You just got to bridge that gap, and you know, when it does come to your home server, you have to make sure you really dominate. Which team, deeply closeted, have not been able to showcase or demonstrate. The hunter's already ready around the corner. I think Nick is just checking all sides before he commits to taking this hit. He knows he's going to get in-capped off this hit anyway, and so Team Mix are happy to allow it. Charger lands onto Rochelle. Pound on the back, gets an in-cap. Nick actually, surprisingly, of all survivors, the survivor with 1 HP gets away with that hit.
This is not how it's going.
So,
Just
Squiggles,
bridging this gap.
black and white, 18 HP. See if Mix can get to these pills before he dies.
Oh, do they know about the pills?
Not paying attention.
Do they know about the pills? The difference is only it's less
Shell
than 300
for it.
points.
Hunter goes in.
Oh,
Ooh, just missed.
Jockey left. Oh no. Rochelle's black and white, we know that. Nick is black and white.
Both of them are black and white now, so they're gonna have 3 black and white.
I think they're just gonna go for distance now.
Well, they don't
have to go
actually
for
even know.
distance. They don't know about the pills, or maybe they're leaving the pills. I'm not too sure.
Reloading.
The gap is narrowing to 250 points nearly, which is very, very troubling for their American boys. This is not a good enough. I mean, they're getting damage, but they're just not putting an end to the survivor round of Team Mix. They just keep getting away. This is. Well, that being said, 3 of them literally just died.
I like it. I mean, it's going to be pretty hard for him to get through all these common, but just get this extra bit of distance.
Good half. What are they? 2, 6, 7.
Hey, I need some help over here.
Yeah, so not a very big score difference between the 2 teams on the American home server. Versus the away team that was all 200 plus ping. So now see what the NA boys can do when they're on 200. Definitely gonna need to step up.
251 is the difference.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Doesn't sound like much, does it? Because it isn't. On a home and away on a home and away mat. No. Leading by
Looking
only
for-
250 points. We'd know because we'd had a few matches like that where we didn't perform to the best of our ability on our own home server. It's all about. I mean, it's possible. You can still win. You just have to show up now on the hardest server. That's all.
Well, that's the thing. Some teams prefer to, try and play their home server first, and try and get ahead and get a lead on their own home server. And, Deeply Closeted have tried to do that. Didn't work out too well, so now they're going to have to really step up on this 200 ping game.
They really are, and I'll give you a bit of a score update from one of our other matches being broadcasted by Dino Team Penguins of Madagascar versus Team AD. They're going into map 2. Score difference of only 40 points. Home server for the Americans again.
Americans not looking too good on these home
Well,
servers.
this map, especially this map. Suicide Blitz not really having any American teams performing greatly so far. No.
A lot of people were also complaining and saying that this map was, really bad to play on with like high ping, but it seems like a lot of the high ping
High
teams,
ping
are
teams,
actually
yeah.
winning.
A lot of the high ping teams are showing up the home server teams. We see if we've loaded up the bomb server. Don't have anyone added.
I have one
Fish.
added.
We should look for fish and all that kind of stuff. Not loaded up into the server yet. Bit of a break while we wait for the second half of this match to start. I have written down the tank percentages, remembering not to do it this time. But yeah, the home team.
Even though it's not your job, but just making sure someone remembers it, I guess.
Making sure someone remembers it, unlike yesterday. But the home team, Team Deeply Closeted, do win on their home server. However, only a difference of 250 teams separating both the teams. Not a high scoring match, nor is it dominating, but we'll see how Team Mix perform on their own home server.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but
Doesn't.
realistically, in a home and away scenario, you'd want to be winning by at least, 1k to like 1.5k. I think that's
At least.
a bit more doable.
At least. And I don't know. I don't think Team Mix are going to be providing that many opportunities for Team Deeply Closeted to make safe rooms like that. I don't think. I don't know.
Pretty much all
Caution?
going to come down to this map 1 tank. I think the Deeply Closeted are going to have to work and maybe even try and get a wipe here on this map 1. If they don't, I could see Mix making it with a big bonus. Maybe even just sealing the deal on map 1. Or maybe we'll see a death charge, Could be a good opportunity to go for a death charge, knowing that you're only winning 250 points.
250 points. We didn't see a death charge, did we? We saw a lot of missed charge opportunities from Team Deeply Closeted. A lot of 200 ping charges on green. Bit
Yeah,
of
we
a green
also
ping, a red.
Saw them getting kind of baited by those death charges, as we saw on Lucy's tank on map 2. Someone just threw their charger out trying to go for a death charge and then pretty much sacked his tank. Which I'm sure he wasn't very happy about.
Saccharino. Have a bit of a request, don't we here, Vanille? I think they want to hear your Pikachu voice. Avan and stuff would love to hear your Pikachu voice. After which I'm sure Caution. wait, do it again. I was talking. Caution, can you give me your best Pikachu imitation?
Get out of here. What happened?
Let me give you my best. Pika, can you? My imitation of Pikachu.
Yours
But-
would be like Indian Pikachu, and mine would be like the Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Just started
Pika,
changing.
Pika. Yes. One day,
Actually, in
the
the
final.
final.
We're gonna get Vanille to cast finals in a Pikachu book. Oh crap, they're all in server by the way. Wish you can get into the server. Join off me. You have a few, you have a few supporters. You have a few supporters. What the fuck, Avon? That's rude. I'm trying to get you a Pika out here.
While we wait for everyone to get in the server, what did you think of the game, Vanilla?
What did you think of it? We've been recording and live broadcasting all these matches, but over the last few days, especially let's stick to this match. What did you think? Vanille, directed at you.
I cried.
Crap. Great. Not only is her brain
I mean, you
lagging,
could still give,
PC's also
give your
lagging.
opinion. What do you think of the matches, or especially this match, Vanilla? Yeah. What do you think of the NA boys?
Winning by 250 points. I know Fish plays a lot of your, and Fish and Lucy, I think, play a lot of your, maybe even Moscow. A lot of the lobster pugs.
Wait, are you talking?
I'm talking to you! My god! Wait.
Sorry.
We're trying to ask.
Hello?
What do you think of the match, Vanilla?
I think it is wonderful. And
Wonderful.
yes.
Well, not if you're a deeply closeted supporter, I'll tell you that much.
Not if you're a deeply closeted supporter.
That's
You're adding a
okay.
lot of emotion into your feedback here. But you can see that the pings are already. Fish is sitting at 220. Putty is actually only on 158, which is quite. I'd take that any day on an away match.
So far, these two pings are looking about even. I think, you know, there was one person that had like 170 on their team, and then another one had 220. I think one had 230, and then the last one had 210. So, not sure what the American boys are going to ping here, but I'm thinking they're all going to be around 220, the rest of them. Maybe even higher.
Well, I think. What would Lucy get? Is he East Coast or West? Not too sure. Forget about him.
I think he's
He'd
East
be
Coast.
200 plus.
Yeah, he
he'd
could be
200
looking
plus
at
easy.
220 plus. Do you want to know what I get?
What do you get to this server, Caution?
125.
125. Let me show you what I get. Oh yeah, look at that, 120. Has that been Putty's name this entire time, and we've just not realized?
No, I think he did change it. Probably maybe request him to change his name.
On it, Captain.
So the ping's
what's-
actually looking surprisingly even. Besides maybe Putty with the 160. Everyone else is pretty much around what they had. But obviously, I think just the one player on mix with a lot lower ping than anyone else had on Deeply Closeted.
Fish. Last one's already up. We can go. Tank has already been set to 76%, which was that in the American server. First hit, we are going live. Whoa, they actually have a better hit.
Yeah, there's the quite
Charger,
deadly hit.
Hunter, Spitter.
Jonky.
Dude, I hear one of them back.
Love me some Jonke. Hunter
Seems like
actually
they've
rolls in
actually just
already and
updated
doesn't
them.
get speeded. Oh, what a charge into the spit! Oh,
Not really too much damage considering the hit
runs
that
through
they
the
had
spit
there.
after that. Oh man, he's just dropped. He's just lost 35 HP, which is the same as what deeply close. Oh yeah, he's just gonna have a little bit of a hang.
I've actually done this.
Have you?
Tried to jump over, but I went like too
A bit
far
of a
right.
curve jump. You hanging there for?
Up the boomers. Did they kill the spitter last? Is this going to be a quad or?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It was a charger or whatever that died.
Pay attention
Before that
to what died last. I got a charger again, so I'm gonna say it's a
Pretty
quad.
quad. 1 second away. You're never wrong.
Never wrong.
You're never wrong.
So quad here. Curious if they're gonna try and hit it on 200 ping or like I'd probably personally just try and go for the death charge. Like get a nice.
Are they gonna
setup
land the
for it.
death charge, Neil? Do you think they're gonna land the death charge? We're gonna involve you in this stream. In this
I
away,
think
Matt?
that's a yeah.
I think that's a yeah.
Sure.
I think that's a yeah. Time has started.
Definitely
25
a yes.
seconds. It's definitely yes. Pulled out the dictionary. 20 seconds now till this horde starts. They're absolutely taking their time.
This is
They
exactly
haven't even
what
left
they
the
did.
elevator. Have they left the elevator yet? They haven't. They're just. Oh, they're gonna do the same thing again. Okay, they're gonna take the horde because they want to get rid of the static spawn, but I'm not too sure if it works that way.
I was just thinking, like, are they taking this horde so they have more time to actually get to the button once they clear this? Like, is that a, or are they? They could
Oh, they
even-
wanted. Okay, I think they wanted these walls to break.
That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, it actually is pretty smart. No matter how much the Americans are complaining right now, I'd opt to do that if I was playing on high ping or even low ping.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, to be honest. But
Breaks the
Gives them
walls, the
that.
fake walls are gone.
yeah, then they don't have to run to this like right side hallway where quite easy
Maybe they should have done that. Would have won by more than 250 points.
to go if they plan on actually hitting a death charge.
Oh, death charge does not land, but they've forgotten about Ellis. Not Ellis, about Nick, who's getting jockeyed, losing a further 20 HP. That's Jonky. But, you know, they played it out pretty well, considering that a quad cap. And Lucy's still chilling on that Joji 0. They've gotten away with it. No, 3 survivors are still on 84, 91, and 95 HP. They will get a 2-2 for this hit with the charger. So nice.
I think they maybe
Boomer pop. They're coming in. Hunter doesn't
Go
get
in.
skeeted.
Charger
Doesn't
in.
get skeeted. The spitter
Um,
done cucks. Spits in the elevator.
I'm
Not
not
too
sure
sure.
what that spitter was thinking, but could have
I'm a
easily
dino
just sat
spit.
on the top of it.
What you doing? I'm not too sure if I would have popped my pills either if I was Nicholas.
Reloading.
They found
Yeah, it's
pills.
gonna be
Okay.
bleeding out now. Okay, that
Found
makes sense.
pills.
Weapons over here.
Found some pilios. Oh, that smoker's trying to get Ella at the back. A bit of an ambitious smoke, and coach should be a clear.
DEA smoke target scene. Oh, I saw him split.
I saw an
Does like 2
opportunity.
damage.
I saw an opportunity.
Pulled them for 2 ticks, and now they have 3 spawn. 2 cappers and a boom at a hit list. So. We're gonna need a DP here from Putty. Give us a
Charger,
DP.
Place that smoke with a charger. That just means they gave up the alley hit. Really, they don't really have a spitter anyway. But
Are they gonna take this horde? Yeah,
Yes,
looks
they
like
are.
they're taking the alarm.
yes, they are. A lot of patience demonstrated by Team Mix on their home server, and you know Asian teams are known for baiting and taking their time, and there's nothing wrong. A lot of teams complain about it, thinking that it's just too sweaty and try hard. You know.
But it's also just like they're eliminating opportunities. Like, you know, when they were in the elevator and took the horde to break down the doors, they're basically given
It's-
themselves a path to where the SI can't hit them as easily, and taking that horde there, they just eliminate the.
I think teams can learn from a bit of, you know, it's not all about just holding the go as much as it's respected. You have to know when to push, when to play passive, aggressive. You know, the tempo moves up and down in the game all the times. It's all about
Or just
making sure.
about the go and shooting stuff, you know. Put a bit more thought into your gameplay, and then
Now,
it all goes
tank is
a long
in the
way.
hands of Moscow. We saw the first tank in the hands of Party on their home server, which didn't play out too well. The hittables are in a better position this for team Deeply Closeted. Moscow doing a better job of avoiding this pre-commit.
Looks like he's pretty happy to go with
SI.
this. Oh,
So the fake punch onto the car. I'm pretty sure he's aware that that car's not hittable. Just faking a few punches out. Getting his hittables in a good position, and also avoiding a lot of early chip. So that's a good commit so far from Moscow. The boomer does get popped, meaning that the team will be left with one less SI. The cars are all hit to the right, so they have a good opportunity to kite this tank very well. That car's hit play. That's unfortunate. Do they know that the tank is hittable though? Tank unable to get a punch. Oh, does get a punch onto LS, who's breaking the ankles of this hunter. If he gets this ski, he gets a ski onto Fish. Jockey also onto Ellis, who's what a dead tank. I
Reloading.
think Ellis literally took out. I mean, I don't know who shot the boomer, but Ellis took out 2 out of the 3 spawns on that tank.
I'm gonna critique Deeply Closeted here a bit, but you know, as much as going for the guy off by himself, like as good as that sounds, I think that they probably should have actually supported the tank with there being a hittable right there, and actually just try to set the tank up for a hittable instead of going for the solo damage play, essentially.
It comes down to, if you think about it, would you rather prefer one guy who separated himself shooting the tank from a distance versus 3 who are shooting the tank in front of its face with hittables around, getting more damage onto the tank? So I don't think that SI strategy was ideal for team NG, Deep Closeted, as they send a 3-cab boomer. Sorry, a 2-2. Rochelle just getting caught in the spit towards the end there, but they will make it. And this is probably the round that we needed reflected on the home team, home server of Deeply Closeted, where you know you're looking at just 500 bonus, just shy of 500 bonus from Mix, and this is going to put some good early pressure. And I'm pretty sure that spitter died last, so they should have a 3-cap boomer. I don't see this hit causing too much damage unless a nice double charge lands. But without a spitter here, you're not going to be able to do much. And you're looking at Team Mix now playing on 3 Uzis on their own home server. Something more of a comfort game for them. You know, they're happy to.
Look where all the SI set up. Like, obviously, Mix don't know, but they could just push straight down this staircase.
They could go straight away, and maybe they will. You know, they're going to bait it out a little, and maybe they'll push straight in as a boomer gets a single boom onto Nick. Catches the ladder, does the hunter, and the charger, and Jockey caught on the wrong side of the flank. Shut down quite a
melted. So this will be Mix making it in the safe room with
bonus.
Now around 500.
400 bonus. Oh no, sorry. What am I reading? 484. Oh jeez, that's just shy of 800 round, and that's exactly what you want to see if you're the home team. That's not just shy of 800, just shy of 900.
884 chapter score. So
that is good. Talk about some pressure being thrown at your face.
Deeply Closeted in the deep end now. Definitely going to have to make this map with a bit of bonus.
What do you think, Vanille? Do you back your boys? Yeah, okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah, she does back him.
You have to
Didn't
put
confirm. He's going to have to take my word for it. She said yeah. She said yes, they got this.
Right, now they've got Ellis. This is a spit charge.
Ready.
Oh, here we go. Oh, wow, what a skeet! What a skeet. The charger misses his spawn, and he can't afford to go in now.
Everybody, back down the stairs.
They have to hold the charge. They can't afford to go in now, or else they're not going to get one later. What a ski! Who was that?
It was Putty.
Putty again? Putty landing some amazing skis. Decider
160
match.
ping.
Ping, no problems. Not the best of hits from Team Mix. I really thought they'd land a fat charge spit.
Okay.
Nothing alike.
They do have 3-cap boom here, and they have the Hunter Smoker for this charge. So, I mean, I've been waiting for a death charge here for a couple days now, so you know, hopefully Mix can deliver.
Did we see a death charge the other day on this map? Was there not one?
One in a match.
I think we saw a death charge duplex landing one on 44 biceps.
Oh, yeah. We
Not 44 biceps, whoever it was.
played against.
It wasn't 44. The 44 beat Hogwarts. I think it was I can't remember who it was.
Vandala?
Vandalas, yes, Vandalas. We've seen one death charge so far. Did you know what? They're doing the same thing. 5 seconds till this horde's up. All the GZ and all the question marks that were coming out earlier are now thrown back onto Team Deeply Closeted, who took so much damage. I feel like Lucy's eating so much damage from Hunters the entire match.
Like every time he gets capped, especially by Hunters, it's just like no one's there to clear him, or you know, I
I
think
also
they had
don't
to
know
deal
why
with.
he's playing QC. Isn't he the shotty player? Maybe Moscow's giving the shotty because he's doing a great job at it so far.
They've actually given the shotgun to Putty just because he's ping. And then they're going 3 years of Rochelle. I thought Rochelle might have cracked. Just chilling in the elevator.
Oh yes, that's right. That is right.
Yeah, pretty. Besides the damage onto Lucy, which they do have pills here if they were paying attention.
Not bad. Other survivors are still holding on to their health pretty well. So it's good progression. They're going to be holding on to those pills. They don't want to pop like they... Well, they're not forced to pop because none of them are so yet.
They're gonna have
Making a
to
quick
quad
run
up.
over all the comments.
So this quad in this little, you know, kind of alleyway here.
3 Uzis.
Reloading.
See what Mix can do on the green ping with this quad if they can get in sync enough to actually hit it.
3 Uzis.
You love to
First.
see it.
Oh, mate. That smoker landing on Nick. The jockey Hunter lands on... and the, oh, that's a 3. There you go. How's that damage? I think Rochelle's going to be able to clear the jockey pretty well. Or this damage has already been done. Nice tank.
Tank.
Can you get a pika for me, Vanille? Give me a good pika. 2 in cap,
Tried to
3
shoot
tank.
while he was running for the jockey. Like, I understand why he went for the jockey, because if he didn't, then the jockey guy would have just got taken away and in-capped, and they would have had to went back to get in. But he could have maybe cleared the
Hunter
while he was
first,
back.
and that guy could have gone to clear the smoker, and then he goes back to clear the jockey. Was the play? Oh, what a charge! Charge by Dub will get an in cap right next to a bin. Nicely done, and I think he's just gonna go straight for the kill onto. Oh, no, choosing to hide. He's gonna be forced. He's gonna be forced to hit it because he's losing a lot of health. Oh, that bin positioned right behind the survivors now. The tank is now in a bit of a dilemma. You know what? Lucy's just pushed right into the room, seeing the opportunity, but he's probably going to eat another hunter. Oh, wow!
Yeah.
Take my word back. He's actually skied it in 8 shots, but will go down. And that's down. That is Nick running right into that bin, and the Ellis guy will also eat this bin, my dude. You know, he's going to wrap around and get this bin. What a wipe!
He just ran
Charger
straight
setting
in
that
front.
up pretty well.
What was he doing? He just ran straight in front of the hittable. The tank only had 1k hits. He could have easily at least made the map.
Like I said, that Charger set up that tank pretty well. And then Lucy, you know, they were completely fine on the other side of the fence. I don't think Lucy had to push the garage, like the shed, the room. And then, you know, a bit of a no-brainer by Nick, who walks into a bit. I think the only person that maintained position was Ellis the entire round. The entire tank fight, I mean.
With that round done and
So-
Mix wiping them, that's Mix taking the lead by what, maybe about 300-ish or
Yes.
something?
Here comes the insta replay on that charger,
Nope.
landing ever so perfectly onto
Forgive me,
Ellis.
okay?
Tank does a great job of not cucking that hittable. So great replays. Oh, says more than just Pika Pika, this one.
Pika. Pika.
Bit of a score update on the other server. The difference only being a couple 100 points still. I think 200 points apart.
American server or
Americano
to-
server.
yeah, so looking a bit troublesome for. I don't think any of the NA teams have won yet. on this map.
Negative. Not the fans of custom map arenas, are they? And you know what? I was actually surprised because I thought the Asian teams are heavily focused on just the normal maps, but they've actually, you know, I don't think they've completely studied the map to the extent where they know all the little tricks and gimmicks and stuff. They're just naturally good gamers. What can you do about it?
It's
You see stuff, they
legit.
should.
So Bimmer went in. They just looking like they're gonna maybe wait for Lucy spawn 5 seconds away. Don't see much point of just going. there.
Reloading.
Maybe they can
Gonna
do
get a
something in
Spittor?
this quad van here.
I hear Hunter.
Or jockey, so not really the best recap with the spitter. So Hunter needs to land.
Hunter,
Oh!
fat DP. Onto Cloud, who just eats it happily. Not too sure. That Hunter was quite visible for some time. I'm not too sure who froze there. I don't think Team Mix is going to be happy with old mate dropping about 40 HP while 3 of them still rocking 100.
Yeah, I'm not even sure why Mix really decided to stay there. I don't think there's really that much common. They definitely could have moved forward.
Tank percentage also has been changed to 42%, which is good.
Cap with the boomer, so gonna need a 3 cap to land here if you want
Hunter
to do
going for
really
a DP.
decent damage.
If anything, a
Loses something.
distraction.
A hunter's
Lucy
around.
Hunter, known for getting these DPs, so see what he can do. Smicker spawned up in the front. Charger comes in
It
for the
goes
rocket.
in.
He actually
Charger.
landed.
Oh, he landed a
25.
DP. That's 2 DPs now landing onto Team Mix.
Reloading.
Boomer
Nice
last, so they
boom. Proxy landing onto Ellis towards the end. We'll give them a 3 caps spitter. Should be a charger, Hunter, jockey, and a spitter. But yeah, like two big DPs landing onto Team Mix who have taken a little too much damage, but
Weapons over here.
you know, it'll all come down to how they survive this tank and the horde. Crescendo.
Reloading.
Hunter set up again. Can they make it 3 for 3 with these DPs? Have a pretty good set here to do damage.
I'm
In
reloading.
the hands of Putty. Not in the best positions for this DP as the jockey lands and... Oh, sorry, not the jockey lands, but all 4 of them actually just missing.
The shutdown we expect.
Bit of spitter.
Reloading here.
Putty
Taken by
rocking
them.
that 0 for 3 hits now.
G0.
Reloading here.
Joji 0.
Pills here.
Ooh, luckily they find some pills. Should be able to spawn up this event as the infected try relocating their SI.
No charger or spear, so just a 3 cap.
Should be a 2-2. Turn around, look at the roof and shut it down. 1 shut down. Hunter not landing a DP, so 2 out of 2. 2 for 2.
Reloading. Let's burn some shit up.
2 DPs and
Damage
2 shut
rolling
down.
out, but nothing crazy. Just really those
Buddy.
DPs that have really chunked them.
Yeah, if it weren't for those DPs, the survivors are still playing
Damn it, it's getting good.
quite strongly. I still like to prefer to fight this horde towards the back near that tree with the end of the what is this called? At the end of the road, whatever it's called.
Reloading.
Nice little area for the survivors to camp, but I just think there are just too many open opportunities for the SI to do some work. Charger shut down so well by Team Mix, Hunter and Boomer. Sorry, Boomer and Spitter to follow.
Cleared or just doesn't even get a chance.
Dead.
To land.
So again, those two DPs just putting a bit of damage into the health of Team Mix. But apart from that, they've done a great job. Putty 5 hits 0.
Thing as well, so yeah, kind of needs to step it up a bit here on the SI, help his team do some damage.
He's on the lowest ping as well. So.
Actually gonna have the quad up for this hit. Probably gonna wait until they move forward with what they're electing to do. Everyone's setting up on the house near the boat. And they're bit of BM just telling them that they're not gonna hit until they move.
We're hitting later.
Get a bit over the waiting. As,
They're not too supportive of waiting, are they? But maybe they
Everyone
can
plays
learn a thing or two.
Sounds like a hunter.
into
Oh, what a skeet! Uzi skeet. Oh, what a charge!
Hey, no way I'm gonna leave you hanging.
Would have
out.
been a
He's
death
so
charge. So lucky,
I
indeed.
owe you one.
Would have been the first death charge of the map. Now this tank is in the hands of Lucy, but this
again. Getting this super
Ah.
fun. At least he's gonna know where to go on this one. He knows that he's probably gonna have to go up on the building. But hopefully his support doesn't sack this time.
Boomer
Oh, nice.
down. Wooly though, will he go up that way? Because he's gonna be forced to. Oh, he's going backwards. Where is he going? You can't go that way.
Checking to see if there's any way to get up there, but there isn't. You have to go in front to get up to it.
Have to go forward. He's still trying to check it out. I'm probably just faking it out a little bit of baiting. A little bit of baiting.
Rage as well. Already gone to second. And if Mix play this like they played on the
Gonna
America, all the way back. So
This is gonna hurt. Oh, and Ellis is getting right in the tank. What is he doing? What is Ellis doing? Why did he get in the face? Is that a fake ledge? It's a fake ledge. Oh, but I think Ellis
just
is
whip.
Oh no, Ellis is dead. Ellis is dead. Unless Nick can do something about it, and he will. He has to kill that damn charger first, but Ellis saved. But now there's a massive separation. Tank doesn't have too much health left and will be dead. But that is an absolute shocker from Team Mix. Biggest brain fade by Squiggles, who pushes right into that tank. Gets stuck on the tent or something.
But you better get up.
he had to like push forward to get that extra chip, but then he just backed up into the one of the poles of this tent.
Yeah.
Really, although we got a
Messed
cap
up.
from, he did get really lucky that that's a fake ledge, because if that wasn't a fake ledge, then obviously the hunter could have went and supported the tank, and it could have potentially been the wipe. Or as the hit
Oh,
goes in,
there it is. Oh, another ledge onto Nick. That's the third ledge for Team Mix on this round.
a bit of health from that.
They're just hanging.
So,
They're just hanging out.
Reloading.
Pretty poor performance on this round from Team.
I got pills.
Lucy knew that that was a fake ledge, and he could have just sat there and waited and punched him into the water. Pretty lucky,
Yo, I'm hurt.
in my opinion. So
Yeah, that's definitely lucky.
kind of going up front.
Oh, good separation again. Team Mix playing a little sloppy at the moment with the dominant performance on map 1. They're not really backing it up. There's a little piss poor on map 2.
One of the easier maps as well. Like,
It is one of the easier maps. You know, they will make it to the safe room with bonus, no doubt, but
I got the pills.
they've lost so
this
much.
rate, it could not make it in with much.
Crowbar right here.
So
Reloading.
another decent hit coming up with a deeply closeted
Reloading.
jockey. Spit a hunter charge. Hunter goes in. Oh, nice skeet there by Squiggles. Charger pre-spawned up top. Going for the old Zen charge and misses. Bit of a waste of a charger. Considering that they've already done this amount of great damage and, you know, could have just waited for the jockey to distract them and tried to get a charge. So Mix not really, I think they lost like maybe 20 perm bonus, but still got 169 DB and 30 health bonus on the pills. Well, Smoke went in a bit premature trying to get the pull back onto Coach, but Rochelle hadn't dropped, so...
Holding the
Yeah,
bonus
what
of 224. Hunter
Scratch.
shut down pretty well. Yes, going for scratches. They actually lost 50 bonus off of that.
Everybody inside.
Oh, into the fire. Oh no, the barrel, the barrel, the barrel!
Oh, the
Barrel blocking Sleepy F15H.
oh,
Sticky
the block there,
fish.
but he does a little bit of damage. They've actually lost a fair bit of DB here on this last couple of hits. They went from 116.
You were stuck on that damn barrel. They couldn't get around that fire barrel. And in the process lost a bit of bonus, but you know what? The lead is quite extensive at the moment. If they get wiped at this tank, problems.
I think if, you know, if Mix get a bit tilted of the Survivor round and don't do too well on Infected here, I could see Deeply Closeted making this. It's not an overly hard map as long as you can avoid taking too much damage pre-tank.
Well,
I'd
to bridge that
personally-
gap, 700
Yeah.
bonus.
I could say that maybe making it with at least 200, 300 bonus. I think it's very doable. I would really like to see them go back on this horde, maybe even the tank, to that back tree on 200 ping.
Need these.
Because Mix know that they can
I
spawn
really
up.
want to see it, but I don't know. Teams have been
That's
too
it.
accustomed to camping it out in normal spots.
Not getting creative enough.
Not getting creative.
In the door. Oh, he's getting...
The 200 ping.
Reloading.
Coach has to come and open the door for Putty. Struggling opening the door.
Reloading.
So Deeply Closeted looks like they're actually going to get outside. Boom.
Oh, the bin boom, the bin spit, the bin spit, the boomer, the boomer. Damage
actually
onto
spread up.
Lucy. Yeah, it did too. They didn't actually spit on the bin, I don't think.
Actually kind of lucky.
Oh,
Boys-
good separation, pull at the back. In the fire?
Just burn it!
Oh my goodness, he's lost so much health. So
Into
much
the
health.
fire.
Reloading.
Fire is hot. Look at his health just
Fire
drop.
is a hotter. That is a lot of damage for a 2-2 hit off the first hit. Off the bat.
3 cap up, just waiting for what should be
Free
the-
cap, Spitter or
Yeah.
Boomer. Spitter, oh, this is dangerous. Everything rolling. Oh no, that's a double charge! Oh, the 3 cap! What a big hit by Team Mix! Absolutely insane. A double charge followed by a Hunter Jockey and a Spitter to seal the deal will get them a double in cap. Dude, that is
Thought
insane.
that they're about, you know, 10 health off of 3 incaps from that second hit right there. What a hit.
Jeez.
Jockey stumble into the double charge and then the Hunter getting the one guy that
For
was
the double
separated.
charge before it even happened. Courtesy first.
Up on the boomer there, but this is...
Weapons over here. Reloading.
This is
Devastating.
Look at this Hunter's gone, maybe trying to go for a DP.
Reloading.
Oh, rocking that 500 bonus before that tank giving up. Oh, charger. Did we see a death charge?
Well, I'd love to see it.
Reloading.
Hunter going for a quick respawn, but it's going to be out of sync now. They have to get the spawns up pretty quickly so they don't miss this window. The Hunter, the charge is going for us. A little too ambitious, but the Hunt Spit does land and we'll get a boom onto Ellis. Oh, triple boom. Bonus just shredding away. In-cap damage bonus shredding away. That's black and white, isn't it? No, it's not. It's not.
It's 3 in-caps
It
before
is
they
not.
even board, so they might not
That's a
even
little
have...
too excessive.
They're not even going to be fast for this tank. They're going to bleed out or take too much damage from these hits.
Well, they
before
have
the
one
tank-
more set of pills coming up.
Here.
One set of pills.
Use these pills.
That's about it.
I think I
Besides
remember
Putty,
something.
everyone else is probably going to be slow, especially if these hits do some decent damage. Mix actually do have a quad here as well, so...
Oh no,
Guns right
I'm
here.
worried. Oh, they're gonna go, they're gonna go, they're gonna go. The Hunter lands. No, the charging is. Oh, nearly get the death charge. Oh, I thought you could ride over that bench for a second.
This ain't how I
I thought
thought
you
it
could
was
just go
going.
right over the top of that bench.
Behind me.
I know we didn't have the death charge, but I'll let you have your... Oh, what's Coach doing?
I actually thought that. So I had my camera angle on the other side, and it looked
Weapons
like
over
that
here.
charger went up the bridge, not onto that bench, and then I realized it was on the bench, and I was trying to recover from that, but I didn't recover too well.
Could this really get any worse?
A little bit of a gap in between the bridge and the bench that you can death charge someone through.
This is
Pretty narrow.
2-2. They're gonna go in straight away, not gonna give any time for the survivors to set up as a single boom lands. A few scratches from the Hunter. The Smoker staying alive but deaded. Already lost 1100 bonus. Free tank.
Health. One set of pills. Fish is on 34 HP, so he's... Moscow's 41 HP bleeding out, just went to 40, gonna be slow. And Monkey, or Lucy, 41 HP bleeding out, gonna be slow, so... 3 people, or at least 2 people, gonna be slow for this tank. Three cap with Spit here coming in. Nice charger lands off.
Charge, 3 cap, another one caution. Oh, that's gonna force a few black and whites if you ask me. This is probably also a wipe even. That jockey is gonna go for a respawn. Oh, I would have just stuck around just to delay it a bit. But will we see a tank? Is my next question.
They might not even get to the tank, who knows? But Putty, I think he was about 80 HP, permanent health.
Oh yeah, a bit of music, a bit of jam. Brought to you live. Brought to you live by straight out of Shanghai. We've got radio station.
This is probably the wipe here.
down.
Hunter going in. Zuma.
A little excited our team mix with this close win off of 2
Yeah,
maps,
really.
and a DP lands on the in-cap survivor. But
Should have his reach off now, so probably going to be able to finish this right here. Just baiting. Oh, he actually gets killed. Nice kill damage.
dead.
Charging
Oh my
missiles.
god, he's unstoppable, this man. This is literally like what, 4 maps in a row where Moscow's dropping 40% SI. Learn from the man. Shutting down everything. He's unstoppable. They actually survived though, caution. You were wrong. Correct yourself.
I mean, they have survived basically from the
survivors.
Get up!
May as well be dead.
killing that jockey.
Oh,
nice
what a
M2.
barn. Jockey was
You
heading
can
for the water. They should just all go for a dip.
It's nighttime.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Show.
Oh, that,
There's a dip. Swimming, they're all going for a bit of a dip. I think this is GG.
you have to
and
get in the
that
water.
spells the end. You have to get in the water or you lose. Oh! Rochelle's hanging! Rochelle's hanging! The tank happily happily gives the win. The tank's dead! Quick, get back! That's the GG. So, much
I'm
like
closing.
their previous home and away match, or one I've seen in the past, Team Deeply Closeted had given up in 2 maps of their away server. Just completely outplayed. Didn't bring the A game was probably the main issue. They're a good team. They're seeded pretty well because of the potential we see in them. However, that does mean that they are no longer going to be participating in.
That loss, that's them out of the or not able to gain enough points to make it into the double elimination stage, which is sad to see. But congratulations to Mick securing their spot in the top 16. I'm quite sure.
Indeed, they make it into the top 16. Well, I'm not going to guarantee anything yet, but
Dude, I'm never
we do
wrong,
know that
trust
team.
me.
Well, what we do know is Deeply Closeted are gone. The participation was greatly appreciated in the tournament. I hope they had a great time.
Yeah,
That's
just
all she wrote.
they're probably one of the teams that doesn't really play too much, so it's probably why we saw a bit of a one-sided game here today. Lack of practice and lack of map knowledge, so can't expect too much
Correcto.
of the team thing, really.
So thanks for sticking around, guys. I hope you enjoyed the match. You know, for those of you who saw it, Deeply Closeted lose and are now out of the tournament. Team Mix most likely will proceed into the elimination stage, which is the next phase in the for those of you who are watching, another match is running concurrently between Penguins of Madagascar and another American team versus another Chinese team versus AD, and I believe AD's win will secure them a top 16 position, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but at this stage, it feels like a pretty close game. Only a difference of a couple hundred, so another NA team choking on their home server.
Yeah, final words from us. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for Vanille for bringing us this.
Any words from you, Vanille?
Sika.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
But yeah, give that channel a raid, Vanille.
Yeah, if we can go on stream, then that'd be
Dino,
great. So,
sorry, I forgot to mention the streamer. Dino stream that match. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. When's that next match, Caution, before we let everyone go? You probably don't know. I'll just tell you what I've got the spreadsheet. It is in.
yeah.
Excuse me, I was talking, Vanille, but you're right anyway. It is in 3 hours. Another Aussie team, New Zealand team taking on a European team. Followed by the blockbuster Frag 4 versus 5MO. A match everyone wants to see at 11:30. Well, that's for us anyway, but that match is in about 7 hours time. So thanks for tuning in. We'll now raid Dino's stream to watch AD versus Penguins of Madagascar.
Wait, are you... Say goodbye.
Bye!